Hello guys and welcome back to Scout to Survive. Now, it's been a very long time since I've been on this save, probably about a week and a half, 2 weeks maybe, just been very busy. Well, I'm going to try and keep pressing on with this, as I know FM23 is coming out soon, so I'll probably make a few videos on that. The World Cup's coming up as well, which is fantastic for football content creators as well. But diving back into this, I'd just like to say thank you for the reception on the previous video. The transfer special, the deadline special, was received very well. Really well. Thank you so much. I think it's the most views I've had ever on a FM22 video. So really thankful for that. Thank you very much. Now, since last time, what has happened? So I believe we finished up the January the transfer window. I believe we played. I can't remember who we played. We might have played Brentford and Southampton last time round, and then since then we played Sunderland and Watford. Sunderland we beat 4-1. Ashley Barnes, Jay Rodriguez, Brownhill and Carvalho doing the business, and then Watford was a 0-0 draw altogether. What I've decided to do is I decided to bring you this Brighton City game, the two games here, going forward to try and advance this save a bit further in, basically trying to speed it up for the fact that there's going to be an FM23 beta out, so I want to try and get a save and get into the videos doing that. I want to try and fast forward this, so I'm going to play probably the Brighton City game here, skim through majority of these games here, about 6 games here, then Newcastle United I'll play, again skim through these games here, and then play Chelsea Crystal Palace, again skip through, try and vary it up, so then we've got Tottenham Everton, which would be a nice little double to do, and then back end of the season I'll try and bring you as many episodes as I can, depending on where we are in the table. Yeah, going forward, we're actually doing really well. I can't believe it, to be honest. We're sitting 11th in the Premier League. We've got a game in hand. Obviously, the game against Brighton, I think, might play into our hands here. I think we're playing on the Sunday, whereas everyone else is playing on the Saturday. 4 games played by everyone. If we win our game today, we actually go up to 6th, which is huge against Brighton. But again, it's going to be a tricky one. We're going to get straight into this. I'll show you the team selection. So we're going to stick with what we've been doing so far with Nick Pope, Matt Lowton at that right back position. Sviatchenko has been massive for us, as you can see, 7.2 rating altogether. Then Ben Mee as well. Then Cornet in this left wing back position. He's not a fantastic left wing back. The other option that we've got is indeed Kevin Long, I believe it is. No, it's not Kevin Long. It's Charlie Taylor. Charlie Taylor is the other option, who's actually very good. But in terms of form, he's not the best, so 6.82. I'm going to try and see if Cornet can play that position a bit better. Goodmanson on the right as an inside inverted winger. Ashley Westwood in that deep line playmaker role. Kamara in that ball winning midfielder role. Really good Kamara. Absolutely fantastic for us. That 7 rating. He's just been really good. Not like, I think it's just work rate wise and stuff like that. Dwight McNeil, wanted by Wolves. He's been playing all right, not been fantastic. Got 1 assist in all the games. Lincoln, I mean, he's been pretty good for us so far, I believe. I believe he's played at least 1 game for us, unless this is straight after. I think this is straight after the transfer window, actually. And then Weghorst, more of a facilitator for everyone else. I probably prefer to play Al Safair there, because he's just got, as you can see, he's been more in form than anything. So I might switch it up next game round. If Weghorst isn't really doing it for me, take him off and see where we go from. And let's see how we can fare against the Brighton side, which are pretty strong, as you can see. They've still got the likes of Cucurella, who else let them more pays left them as well. Yeah, they've got quite a good side. Tariq Lamptey on the bench, though, is a strange one. But yeah, let's see how we fare against this Brighton side. Right, then we're kicking off. Brighton playing like a 5 at the back here with Cucurella and Peña's like wing backs. McAllister's very good on this game, I've got to admit. You know our side. Let's skip into it and try and get into the match. Now, if we draw this game, we just sit nicely in this 9th position with 6 points. But after 4 games, 3 draws isn't the ideal for me. It's not the ideal whatsoever. I want to try and get a bit more out of these games. So I'm going to shout at the lads. I'm going to encourage them. We're not having more of the possession, but we're doing our thing where we just get forward. We're a bit more. We just take a lot more shots, basically. This is the type of football I want to be playing. If you have more shots, you can have more capacity to try and score more goals. Is my thinking anyway for this Burnley side. But as you can see here, Brighton are coming through, playing a lot nicer football. Nick Pope, though, brilliant in the back stick. Really well there to stop that coming in. Trossard now whips it in. Mwepu's there, but it goes over the bar. I'm going to stick myself onto balance just so I can try and balance out the run of this game. Trossard plays it in again, and Nick Pope saves Veltman's header there, which was quite a nice little header. So, Oh, we've got another highlight here. Dunk. It comes into the near post. He's not there, though. And Lincoln, we've got the opportunity to run forward now. Lincoln can't carry the ball forward, though. That's really poor by the new signing. McAllister's on it. Can he play through Trossard? He does. Trossard's through and goal, but Nick Pope, again. Nick Pope's sort of been the saviour of this save so far, I've got to admit. Really, really good from him there. Trossard with the corner. He whips it in. Ben Mee's there at the near post though, and wow, what a start to this game this has been so far. 45th minute now, half time near enough, just on the border, and Adam Webster has poked one in for Brighton there. Not ideal at all. Lincoln's not having the best of games, I've got to admit, and Matt Lowton's looking pretty tired in that right back position. It's not going well so far at all, and for half time, I think we've been unlucky there. I think we've been unlucky. We can salvage a draw from this. Let's pump the fists up. Let's try and get the lads going for it. But Weghorst hasn't been either. He's not been fantastic either. Let's see. So we've got a few tactics to sort of rely on now. We've got a 4-4-2 here. I'm going to take off Lincoln and put Al-Safair up front because I think if I play Weghorst is like a support role, this might be a little bit better. We've got Westwood going a bit further forward. McNeil, I'm going to let him go a bit more attacking. And other than that, I can't think who else I should really bring off. Matt Lowton's not having the best of games, but we've got no one else to bring off for him. And Goodmanson, just not doing well for me. I'm going to bring on Carvalho. Carvalho in that position, he can sort of play that position. Let's go a bit more positive. And that's going to be it. I think let's just see where this takes us because I want to try and win this game as much as I can because, as you can see, Brighton have been absolutely all over us. We need to switch something up tactically. As the ball's pinged in back post, Weghorst is there, and McNeil just can't convert that. But that signs are it's already looking more promising. It's already looking way more promising. Oh my God, Paco Alcacer has cut it out. Sanchez with a poor distribution there. Paco Alcacer out of nowhere, as I was just saying. We've been looking a lot nicer. We've been looking a lot tidier. And on the ball, Sanchez plays it to Dunk. Back to Veltman. Back to Sanchez, who slices the ball, it looks like. Alcacer, first time, flipping it, what a volley that was. Right into the bottom right-hand corner, an immediate impact by Alcacer there. And this is it. We're going to be getting into a bit more competitive game now as Mady Kamara wins it back. McNeil on it now. Can he launch it forward towards Alcacer? He does. And he's a poor header, really, at the end of the day. But Sanchez collects the ball up now. Webster, they're playing it out from the back, and Mwepu. We've got players back, though. We've got looking pretty good in our formation. Carvalho just can't win the ball back off Cucurella there though, as McAllister plays it back to Webster. It's a long highlight. Good build-up play here by Brighton, which is looking pretty scary as Morpay gets the ball, pings through Trossard, but Nick Pope's there to collect. Brilliant collection by Nick Pope. Now, can he distribute the ball? That's the question. He pings it forward. Weghorst, can he nod it on? He can. Alcacer's there. He puts it in the back of the net, but was he offside? This is the question. Was he offside? I couldn't tell from that angle just then, but this is the type of football that we should be playing. Goal disallowed. Let's see where the line was. I really want to see where this line was. Weghorst, can he get the head on it? He can. Oh, he's way off. He's gone way too early. And Alcacer. To be honest, though, this partnership up front, Weghorst heading it down, Alcacer getting the headers on it. We're looking pretty good. I'm gonna praise the lads for how well we've been doing so far. We've been doing pretty well, as Lowton probably has to come off at this point. I'm going to bring on Kevin Long in his position, and then Dwight McNeil. Oh, I can't make any more substitutions. Oh, here we go. Oh, no. It's a free kick. Basuma's sitting over it. He's got a good free kick on him. It was always going to happen, wasn't it? It was always going to happen. We're going to have to go a bit more attacking now to try and get anything out of this game. Absolutely anything. It's not fantastic, as Basuma, we all know Basuma's good at his free kicks, and he's put that into the back of the net. Oh, gosh. To be fair, though, Basuma, for what he was on FM, and what he is in real life, he's not really lived up to the expectations, has he? FM's sort of got that one wrong. He's transferred to Tottenham and he's not been absolutely fantastic there at all, as Trossard has a long-range effort and it goes miles over, absolutely miles over. Can we try and change up the opposition instructions to maybe get ourselves a bit further forward and try and get something out of this game? Mady Kamara gives it corner, he punts it forward and no one's there at all. Weghorst sort of just wandering in open space as this target man. Can we try and get anything more? Pay now. He plays through Trossard. It's a lovely ball through, and Trossard finishes that as it's a great goal to score. Trossard and Brighton 3-1 up. Now it's just going to be a case of can we try and get anything back from this game, because it's just not looking good. Morpay with a lovely little ball through. Who's this that caught? Is it Sviatchenko? I can't tell. Sviatchenko not got the pace to keep up with Trossard, and it just is what it is. It is sad, isn't it? But it is what it is. 83rd minute now. Can we maybe get anything from this game? Let's encourage the lads to try and get something else. 86th minute. We're not looking great, are we? We're currently sitting in 8th somehow. I'm not entirely sure how, but we're sitting in 8th. Oh, no, that's Brighton. That's Brighton that's sitting in 8th. Where are we sitting? Hands on hips. I'm not happy with the performance out there at all. Let's see what they've got where we are sitting. We're sitting in 12th. 12th, it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Tottenham still sitting bottom of the league after 4 games. Going into the City game, you've got to think we might be pretty good here. We've got a hope anyway. But yeah, City are a bit of a force. I'll show you their side when we get back to it. But yeah, I'll join you back when we're about to play them. Right, so here we are. We're back with the City game. We're going to go a bit more cautious in this one as they've got a very, very strong side. We're going to switch up a little bit in this game though, and I think I'm going to play this formation, but instead of having Weghorst up front by himself, I might push McNeil and Goodmanson up and take Weghorst off and put Al-Safair up front. Now, this is going to be because I see him being a lot better than Weghorst, especially after looking at last game. Weghorst had a few nice little knock-ons, but he's just a facilitator, and for what he is, he's a 33, £40 million player. We brought him in for 12. I think in January, he's just not worked out for us. I mean, looking at his stats, 17 strength, 17 stamina, 18 jumping reach, 15 balance. Everything about him screams that he should be able to be a fantastic target forward, but he just doesn't finish. He just doesn't finish for us. There's no... we're playing the type of football where you get early crosses in, a lot of facilitating, wingers to cross the balls in, and nothing's coming of it. The man he just doesn't... I think his positional awareness is just not brilliant. Concentration is composure. But statistically, he should be absolutely outstanding. He should be unbelievable. And yeah, we're gonna hit City with this type of play. I'm gonna play a bit more cautious. We're gonna have a much higher tempo, play it a bit more standard, go down the left and right, and maybe shoot on sight as well. But this is how we're going to play it, and we're not going to shoot. In fact, yeah, we'll shoot on sight. We'll keep shooting on sight. This is how I want to try and play against City. This is how we're going to go forward. Try and change things up, because obviously the Weghorst, we've done pretty well so far with what we've got. But I want to see if we can go that next step further now and see what we can do. So yeah, I'll join you when we're back into the game and see how we fare against Manchester City. Right, here we go. We're walking out. All the boys going at it. Let's see how we can fare against a very, very good Manchester City side, which I'm quite scared about actually. Is 10 seconds in, we've got a bit of a highlight going as Ben Mee punts it forward. Dwight McNeil, everyone fell asleep there. Dwight McNeil's on the ball, he's a bit more onto it, and I can't find a ball into the box for Al-Safair, and now City can try and counter us. Sterling's on the ball, De Bruyne, they play it a bit slower though, don't they, obviously City, as they try and go forward. Sterling on it, runs inside, finds Bernardo Silva. Can he find anyone else? He doesn't, he cuts inside though. He's done it brilliantly well to go forward and skews his shot wide. Dwight McNeil got a good little ball in as Pavard seems to be one of the big signings that City has made. Passes the ball through. Laporte now to... Oh my god, I've lost track. There's too many passes gone through. Bernardo Silva sticks in the top left-hand corner. Beautiful goal by Manchester City. And this is not looking good for Burnley. For us, it's not looking good at all. As Rodri, Laporte, João Cancelo, De Bruyne, Sterling, off to Bernardo Silva, who's in this like roaming playmaker role and hits the back of the net. Brilliant goal, 2 minutes in. Not looking good whatsoever. Demand more from the boys. And just try and get a bit more from this. City fighting for these top 4 spots as Lincoln picks up the ball. He finds Sviatchenko, and it's a great little dink forward. Great free kick. Was Sviatchenko offside, though? That's the question. I'm hoping he wasn't. Everything happened so quick there. But great goal by Sviatchenko, and it's goal disallowed for the second time in 2 games where the goal disallowed. Sviatchenko just goes too early. Just goes too early. Great delivery by Lincoln. Looking really good as like a facilitator, but that's really put us down there as well. Oh my god, what a save by Nick Pope, who just absolutely punts that into the air. Cornet and Dwight McNeil not having the best games of their lives out in those areas. It wasn't good enough so far, that's what I'm going to say. And I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to take Cornet off, bring on Fabio Carvalho, just to try and get things going. We're going to bring Lincoln into this more advanced area and play Westwood as a ball-winning midfielder. We're going to stick to this and have... I'm going to use full-back support because it means that they get a bit further forward to try and play a bit more with the wingers. But let's see how this sort of works, because Carvalho more of a facilitator, Lincoln playing a bit more in his preferred position. We're going to have Paco Alcacer as a poacher, And then Madi Kamara can play as well as a Metzala, try and get a bit further forward. We're going to go balance, we're going to bring it to City, see what we can do, go to the dressing room, and now let's see how we can fare, because it's 1-0 at the moment. If we can get anything from this game, I'll be more than happy, absolutely more than that. So fire up the lads, try and get back into this, and see where we can go from here. City absolutely dominating the ball though, which is so difficult for us to try and counter against. Rodrigo into Bernardo Silva, who has a shot, and Nick Pope with another fantastic save. Dwight McNeil having the stinkiest game of his life here. We're going to bring Goodmanson on to replace him. Gabriel Jesus on it, back into Rodrigo. Ball play through to Bernardo Silva again, who goes for the chip, and that is audacious. That is absolute filth. Oh, it's just going from bad to worse. 2-0 against City now. What play by City here. João Cancelo finds the ball through to Bernardo Silva. And look at that for a finish. You can't really compete with that, can you? That was something different. Charlie Taylor, there's another highlight here. 65th minute, Goodmanson. We made a few changes. Brownhill on. Back into Goodmanson. Who can he find? Alsafair. Back to Goodmanson with a nice little bit of football there. Come on, let's get the players forward. Brownhill finds Goodmanson. Great ball through. Can he finish? He can, and he's definitely onside. Come on. He's got to be onside. Surely he's onside. We can't have 3 and 3. Goal awarded. We're back in it. Instant impact by Goodmanson there. Brilliant little bit of play. Brownhill. Can he find the ball? He does. Who's this? Is it Ruben Diaz playing him on? It's Laporte playing him on, and Goodmanson sneaks that home into the bottom right-hand corner. Great ball in. Absolutely fantastic ball in. And an immediate impact. What is going on here? Nick Pope plays the ball out. Madi Kamara sweeps up and gets that off him. Carvalho, nice little ball through there, but just can't find Alsafair at the end of it. I'd hate to think we're going to concede another one here. Sviatchenko sweeps up, kicks it clear. Laporte picks it up though. Cancelo playing a very, very central position here. Can we maybe take advantage of the fact that they're playing so compact? Grealish hits the near post, and we just about managed to get away with that. Encourage the lads, try and get something out of this. We're going to go attacking for the last 10 minutes. Why not? Let's try and go for it. Come on. 88th minute now, 89th minute. Can we get one more highlight out of this game? Going up to the 92nd minute, and City are just going to hold on. Now that, for where we were, that was a great effort. That was a brilliant effort. That's all I asked for today. You've done yourselves proud. The guys have responded well to that. And for a 2-1 against City, I will happily take that. It's looking pretty tight. So for us so far, 2 draws against Watford and Brentford themselves, a win against Southampton, and then loss to Brighton away from home, and then City at home. That 2-1. It could have gone either way, but I'm very happy so far. Very, very happy. So yeah, next time I'll probably bring you Newcastle and Manchester United, because Newcastle, their side's looking very, very tasty at the moment. They've got Raul Jimenez up front, St. Maximin, Almiron Lozano, Langley they've brought in. I'd love to try and get a bit of a game against them. So yeah, going to be an interesting few games coming up. So I hope you did enjoy this episode. If you did, as ever, please leave a like. Again, thank you for the reception on the video previous to this. I couldn't ask for much more from you at all. It's been absolutely fantastic to get such good reception, and I shall catch you in the next episode. Thank you for watching, and from me, Alex, have a great day. Ciao.